Abstract.
What's up, We Book It fam? This is your boy Big Daddy C, your host for the All Elite Recap Show. We're going over everything related to the this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. So starting out, we had a match between Adam Page and Aaron Soto. This was pretty much a quick match, probably less than a minute or so. This was followed up by a segment between MJF. He called out MJF, who would then come out and say, "Hey, you need to go check up on your boy Christopher Daniels." Cameras cut to the backstage. Daniels just laid out, bloodied. So Page will pretty much run to the back to go assist Daniels. And so called over some officials to help, and he'd eventually go try to run out the MJF to find his ass and like, hey, you ain't finna just attack my boy and think is sweet. So that's pretty much how we opened up the show. Next up, we had a match between Will Ospreay and Brian Keith. There's a bounty placed on Will Ospreay by the Don Callis family. And so Brian Keith was pretty much trying to collect that bounty. So this match, pretty solid match between these two, some good chemistry between Keith and Ospreay. But eventually the aerial assassin will get the pinfall after a Styles Clash and a hidden blade. After the match, Ospreay would charge to the crowd to brawl with Kyle Fletcher until the security intervened. Next up, we will have the number one contenders match between the Murder Machines and the Outrunners. So the Murder Machines pretty much had the control throughout this match. While it looked like Lance Archer was about to get the close it out and get the win, the Hurt Syndicate's music would hit, which caused a distraction. And then Turbo Floyd will get the roll-up pin for the three, and they are now the number one contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championships. So we'll see what happens with that match once it comes at I'm pretty sure it'll be at AEW Revolution. Next up, we have a segment between Ricochet and Swerve Strickland. Pretty much talking about their rematch, which is now a number one contenders match for the World Championship. So they're going back and forth, trading barbs. Ricochet, Strickland is pretty much saying, "Hey, like, you got this cheap win via low blow. It ain't enough to stop me, bro. So be ready for this rematch." And then Ricochet comes out there talking his shit, and he's wearing Prince Nana's robe over his suit, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm focused on the championship right now. Like, I'm going to win this match and become a champion, something that you're not." And he turns his hat around. It's a Super Bowl championship, Eagles Super Bowl championship hat. Just a little cheap pop, I guess, or cheap heat, whatever you want to call it. And then the segment would finish. Prince Nana was basically telling Swerve, like, "Hey, I didn't, fought through and through with you. I done took a lot of bullets, man, for you. So I just need you to get this roll back and kick his ass so I can be good." We'll see if Swerve can get it done and get the world back, become the number one contender for the world championship. Next up, we have a trios match between the Undisputed Kingdom versus FTR and against FTR and Daniel Garcia. This is it was a heavily contested match. All these guys got good chemistry in the ring. Crowd, I felt like the crowd was into it a little bit. Eventually, throughout the match, it was a lot of hard hitting. Everything was moving fast. FTR, you know what they are about. The hard hitting, good tag team reversals, maneuvers, everything in this match. So a lot of heat that was elevated throughout this match here. And so eventually this would end in a win with Undisputed Kingdom getting the pinfall. It was Adam Cole getting the pinfall over Daniel Garcia with a quick roll up. After the match, there's a little stare down between the two groups. Daniel Garcia puts his hand out to try to shake it with Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly kicks his hand away, and this caused a lot of pushing and shoving between the two. And Adam Cole's like, hey, they said, let's chill, let's chill, let's chill. And so then it was also announced that Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia will be facing off against each other for the TNT Championship at Collision. So that will be an interesting bout to see. Moving on, we had a moment where you had Cope and Jay White was feuding, was pretty much brawling with Death Riders, particularly Claudio Castagnoli and Will Yuta. So started with Cope brawling with Claudio, and then Yuta come out there as well as Marina Shafir. And so eventually Jay White comes out to help. And then during this moment, you had Marina Shafir. I guess he was trying to hold hold Cope. I'm gonna be respectful and call him Cope today, just for today. Uh, and then Will Yuta end up connecting with his running kick or running knee on Marina Shafir. And so it's kind of a disconnect there between the Death Rider members. So eventually this will lead to the to Cope and Cope taking charge and Jay White taking charge, getting the momentum, and then right when Edge, oh my god, right when Cope was about to do the concerto, he got it on Claudio Castagnoli, but he was going to go for it on Marina Shafir. But Willow Nightingale comes out. She's like, this woman has been a thorn in my side. Let me get that. Cope, let me do the honors. I'm going to give her a concerto of my own, and that's exactly what happened. So that was an amazing segment there. Like whenever like this feud has been pretty. This has been one of my favorite feuds on AEW. To be honest with you, and so we'll see what happens at AEW Revolution. And during this moment, Moxley is just looking on, just in horror, like, what is going on? What is going? Like, don't you do that? It's like this man. I'm like, dude, why are you just in the crowd? Why are you not like if you really care that much about it, run your ass out there and help. you just dared not doing nothing. So I thought it was kind of weird to see that John Moxley just there, like just looking in horror, like, come on, man, come on now. Come on now. This ain't now you want to be a bitch? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's be better than that. Let's be better than that. So moving on, we had a match between Harley Cameron and Deonna Purrazzo, the Virtuosa. So it was a good match between these two. Harley Cameron, she had to fight from behind for most of the match. She tried to get a roll up pin on Virtuosa. That didn't work. But eventually she would finish the match with a spin out DDT and defeats Deonna Purrazzo. So that was pretty much that match there. I thought it was pretty solid. The crowd was behind her throughout this match. Harley Cameron is well on her way to the top, and she is super talented, great in the ring, on the mic. She can sing her ass off as well. So she is destined for greatness. Deonna Purrazzo, I think her run so far has been kind of lackluster, but I believe she'll turn it around this year. We'll see what happens. And next up, we have the main event, which is the international championship match between Takeshita and Orange Cassidy. And so Orange Cassidy is looking to be a 3-time champion. He's already 2-time. That he was going for his third. We know the rivalry between these two, just the Don Callis family and, Orange Cassidy himself. And so a lot of back and forth, hard hitting maneuvers throughout this match. But eventually Takeshita was just too strong, and he would eventually finish the match off with the Raging Fire for the victory and retains the championship. Now he will go on to face Kenny Omega in a match for the championship at AEW Revolution. So I'm excited for that pay-per-view. This has been the that pretty much completes the recap for AEW Dynamite. Thanks for all tuned in. Continue to like, share, subscribe to the podcast. We're on all social media platforms: Facebook, IG, X. We're also on Spotify and Apple Music. We're still trying to get things figured out there. And then also we are also on Twitch more recently. And then we also have our We Book It Bros network TikTok page, which I pretty much run, just uploading content. So I'm working on some stuff now. And then also working in conjunction with some of the other We Book It Bros to try to get some content put out there. If you guys have any ideas, just shoot them to us, through any comments on YouTube, or also follow us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to our page. And then so yeah, just if you got any ideas for any skits, memes, let us know. We'll do some things and we'll get things figured out. So, but we do appreciate all who has been following us since the beginning. Continue to spread the word and continue to support. As it is all support is greatly appreciated. So this has been the AEW the All Elite recap for today, for this week. And so we will catch you all Sunday for the Sunday night podcast episode. Hopefully we get all the bros back this time. We'll see what happens. And then we'll catch you all for the Monday night recap for Monday Night Raw, as well as next week for the Friday Night SmackDown recap, and then another AEW recap. So this is your host, Big Daddy C, signing off. We will catch you guys on Sunday. Also, watch Elimination Chamber tomorrow. Elimination Chamber is I think it starts at maybe six or seven. I'm not sure what the Canada time is, but yeah, Elimination Chamber tomorrow. Be ready, because I am ready. And see you then. Peace.